so I'm back with another video because you're about to be excited when you see this. Moesha has grown super big. Remember when I told you a year and a half ago how I was going to take care of her and make her huge and nourish her and then she'll be like this amazing big thing? Okay, well, you want to watch this video because I'm about to tell you how she got big like that, where I put her in my house because it wasn't in my bedroom anymore. When you first saw my video, I had her in my bedroom, but after a while, she didn't like it. I guess morning light wasn't enough. So I ended up moving her somewhere else. No, it wasn't the bathroom, so just keep watching. So I had Moesha for about a year, and when I bought her originally, she was already like, I don't know, equivalent of like a 3-year-old. So now it seems like she's like the equivalent of a 12-year-old, considering how big she's gonna be in the future. Look at her. She's huge. There are some leaves that she has that are bigger than my entire hand. And I'm also really happy I have my grandmother to help me. She's been watching Moesha for some days, weeks, I should say. If you've seen my last video, you'll know that she was quite small. This was the average size of most of her leaves. I'm just gonna hide behind her for a little bit. Some tips that I can offer to start off is her happy place is in a humid environment. And because I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, it's more dry out here than it is humid. Maybe I'll just sit like this because she's just so pretty, just rest. I had to create some type of humid environment for her, and I played around with several different techniques. I had her in my bedroom at one point, and I put her in my window, and I have a, I think, north-facing window. And she would get morning light, and that's about it. And then I would try to spray her leaves, but I noticed over time her leaves would kind of get brown, and I imagine that was just because the water would sit on the leaves and not completely dry off or evaporate as much. And then I said, what if I kept her in my bathroom, because your bathroom is pretty humid as well, and realized that I just didn't, I didn't want to do that. And then finally, I just decided to put her in the living room, and there she got the maximum amount of light, and she lived her best life. Look, wee! It almost looks like I'm outdoors. Another suggestion I would have, it's a very small trick, but once I did this trick, because my plant doctor, yes, I have a plant doctor, a guy I go to at a plant nursery in Berkeley. He suggested that I do, and it's worked ever since, is get some really pretty rocks and put them in like a little tray like this. Then let the plant sit on top. And what that does is when you water the plant deeply, the water falls through the pot and it collects inside of this tray. Now, as the water sits in here, it's not a problem. And the reason why it's not a problem is because as it's warm, like summertime, let's say you're in the house, okay, and let's say it's hot, that water is going to evaporate. And though it's not a lot of water evaporating, it's enough to create a little mini humid environment for your plant. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people already knew this, but I didn't realize how big of an impact that would have. Ever since I've been doing that, she's been happy. I don't water her leaves. Anything that didn't work, I would just stop doing. I'm gonna move her closer because why not be close to beauty? Beauty. What is my intention of having this plant around my life? What? Girl, why are you so loud? At some point, put her like in the backyard or something. But I want to like be the one to nurture her to like a really huge size so that when I put her in the backyard and she gets bigger, then it's like, I remember having her when she was like this size. Okay, there we go. I don't know why that was so hard, but it was. I don't know if she's happier as an indoor plant or happier as an outdoor plant. Moesha creates this environment for me to make me feel like I'm on vacation in an exotic world where I actually belong, where I should be for the rest of my life. Just kidding. But yeah, I moved her to my living room, and from there, she seemed to live the happiest on a pile of rocks. One of the best pieces of advice I got, I actually found on YouTube, And it was to use hydroperoxide. Now, I know she meant hydrogen peroxide with water. And you might use just like a teaspoon of hydroperoxide. I'm gonna let it go. Per 1 cup of water. And then pour that directly on the roots. And I find that not even just with the Monstera Deliciosa, but like with my snake plant or with my peace lily, it was really good because it made the roots healthier. And not only did it make the roots healthier, but it killed a lot of the pests that were living in the roots. And I'm actually about to do that right now because I just found some pesty pests in the roots of my Monstera. So I might go ahead and use some of that to... Also, don't forget to dust your plant. I'm probably going to do that today too because she's looking a little dusty. Yeah, I'm really happy. Oh, another thing I think is really cool to like mention with... let me scoot over, give you some space. If you point her in the direction of sunlight, she will move. Now, then she done got big and she be tipping over and I'm just like, what's going on? And I always feel so scared because I'm like, did I drop her? Did any of her leaves break? And honestly, one of her leaves broke. And I just ended up using it as decor to just put on top of my desk or something. I couldn't propagate it because it wasn't below the node, but it is what it is. Sometimes that happens. I'm sorry about that. How big she gets, or how big these type of plants get. Look, huge. But looking at the size she is, this is about a 6-inch pot. I like to go based off of when the roots start to grow beneath the plant. That's when I know it's time for it to get a new pot. But I might actually end up transferring her to a new pot now, only because she keeps tipping over. Most of her growth is in the middle, but it leans heavily towards one side of the pot. She's definitely grown a lot over the course of a year. And I think a lot of that is attributed to really good light, knowing where to place the plant in your house, finding the best place to sit her, because she'll be living there. She'll get adjusted to it. And feeding her as well too. If you want to know more about what I fed her consistently every month or so, especially during the summer, check out the video in my description because I post in depth how I feed her. It's very similar to how I feed my snake plant as well too, but it's a really good ingredient I think that's important for plants to have. Oh! If you like this video, hit the notifications link below and the subscribe button to be updated on my upcoming posts. Let me know in the comment section what you liked about this video, what could have been improved, and what videos you would rather see in the future. I want to make these videos useful for you all, especially if you're just starting out with plants. I've only had plants within like the last year, so I know what it's like to start off with plants. I have some really cool videos on repotting and best videos for like how to feed your plant as well too, the best nutrition for them. So go ahead and check out my other videos and let me know what you think. All right, see you later.